What If I Told You? By Anne Butler. Why do you suppose it is that sometimes you pass by someone in the street and you get such a strong feeling of disquiet, you keep watching them from the corner of your eye? The feeling doesn't go away until that person is out of your sight. Then there are the times you walk past a home that's on your regular route, and you always hear the same voices raised, having an argument or bickering. You can't hear the words. You can't work out what they're saying, but they always seem to be arguing. You continue on your way, wondering whether the people in question ought not to just call it a day and stop living together. If they are partners, just break up and have done with it. If they're housemates, flatmates, roommates, one of them needs to find new digs. What about those times when you're minding your own business, doing something mundane, and your heart rate kicks up, and your fight-flight response is triggered for no apparent reason? No? Surely there have been times when you see a movement in your peripheral vision. You turn your head in the direction of the movement, and there's nothing there. You frown, and you look again just to be sure. Still nothing there. You put it down to a trick of the light. Maybe it was just a lock of your hair. Or you say what most people say: I was only seeing things. Have any of the situations I've just described ever happened to you? No? You're sure? Well, what if I told you that it was me? That it was us? When we pass by, our energy always leaves an impression on those that our shadow touches. Yes, that thing out of the corner of your eye. Chances are that was a shadow cast by one of us. And who are we? We are the ones who track and catalogue the footprint left by every living thing on this earth. Actions, intentions, and their consequences intrigue us. We try to see patterns in the things that occur in nature, in societies, in communities. It's fascinating. You fascinate us. We are especially interested in those who acknowledge our presence in some way, perhaps by glancing over their shoulders when they sense someone, only to find nothing. How you feel when we pass by depends on who you are. People who are empathetic will feel that we're nearby. The more empathetic you are, the keener the reaction. This is the reason for the inexplicable sense of danger or anxiety or raised hackles. Some of you will even hear us. When we communicate with each other, it can sound to the human ear like an argument, if we are using a human body as a vehicle, that is. You see, We need to occupy living vessels in order to move around. The vessel is unaware that we've borrowed them for a short time, apart from maybe a short lapse in concentration or the loss of a minute or two. A minute or two is usually all we need when we're in transit. We occupy empty spaces, like vacant or derelict properties, only moving when we need to. I said before that how you feel when we pass by depends on who you are. I need to correct that. It depends on what type of person you are. I've talked about people who are empathetic. What about other types? We have no impact on people with little or no empathy, or people with no conscience. They don't sense us. We prefer to use them as vessels. They have never experienced any of the sensations I talked about, so we believe that using them is I believe the expression is the lesser of two evils. For those of you who don't fall in that camp, I would say, be calm. If you sense us, we are the person walking away from you, or the bird, butterfly, or mite that is already a mile away. But the next time you walk past a building and you hear the same raised voices that you heard the previous time and the time before that, look closely. Is the house really inhabited? It could be that maybe what you heard was us. You have just listened to What If I Told You, written by Ann Butler. If you enjoyed listening, please like and subscribe to this channel to receive notifications of new episodes. No portion of this recording may be adapted or broadcast without written permission from Ann Butler or a representative from the Book Griffin Channel. Join us in 2 weeks' time for another production from the Book Griffin.